Here's just a comment from somebody on YouTube. Flick is the problem. He's got no plan B, high line only. Inter exposed them last year. Barcelona, not good enough. They may have to bring back Guardiola.
But this is the problem that I have, because obviously we have to analyze the game. So we see this and we have to point it out every week, like I said. And then Barcelona fans come, oh, yeah, but Barca. If I'm a Barcelona fan, I'm the most mad, more mad than us, more mad than anyone. If I'm a Barca fan, because you have the team to win, you have the players to win.
Yeah, but he is mad, right?
But now they're mad because they go out in the Champions League. But every week they tell you, oh, they're playing the right way. Hansi's the man. But now because they're out in the Champions League, now all of a sudden, oh, it's Hansi Flick's problem. But we've been saying this for 2 years. That's Hansi Flick's problem. And let me ask you another question. Player like Lamine Yamal. Do you think maybe he ever wants to play in a game where his team keeps a clean sheet and he has the ball where he can run into space behind? I mean, he always has to get the ball down 3-0, down a man in the last 2 legs. Down, let's get a couple of red cards. Let's concede 3 goals and then just give it to Lamine Yamal. Let's make him do something. He's having to go through 5, 6 guys, make magic out of nothing. They're trying to save themselves at the end. It's like they're about to run in a marathon. Before the marathon starts, they shoot themselves in the foot, and then they try to do the race.
But I thought they're playing this way for Lamine Yamal and for their attacking players. So if it's not benefiting
ask him if he likes the way they play. And I guarantee you, if he tells you the truth, it's not the answer.
But it's the foundation of the football club, though. You know, you look at history. Some clubs are just like that. They want to play total football. That is what they see is pleasing for their fans. That's what the fans want to see. They want to be entertained. That is the foundation of Barcelona. They want to play football, and they say that's how they do it the right way. Whether we like it or not, we're not there. We're not in that foundation. We didn't grow up in that environment, but that is what the club has always been about. Right about now, all we're saying is, if they make slight tweaks and changes, they'll be a lot more successful than they are right now. That goal that they scored, that goal that Atletico scored against them, it's like they said, you did the high press, you started the game well. Everyone knows, right, they mean business today. In that moment there, all they have to do is drop. Drop to that mid-block, keep compact, then that way Atletico would not be able to pass through like they did. Atletico are a good team, they're industrious. They don't have the individual talent that Barcelona do. So in that way, that's the mindset to say, right, you can have the ball, but we know you ain't got that one player that's like we have, like in Lamine or Olmo, that's going to break us down. We're going to be a bit more compact and difficult, and we've got the ability to break through. So it's just slight tweaks in the tactic sense.
The one thing that Greta makes a great point about is you don't see waves of attack with Barcelona. You see attack, run 60 yards that way. We win it back, we go. It just becomes a basketball game. And the best of Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, is when you get wave and you go down the right-hand side, oh, it's not on, we come down the left-hand side, we cross it, we get it back, we go again, and you make the defenders tired. In the last couple of games, especially in the Champions League, when you see the defenders tired, it's because the amount of distance they're having to run, not because we've killed them with the ball. So Barcelona are built up on wonderful football. We're not actually seeing great football at the moment. We're seeing individual quality.
But if it's so obvious to us and to everybody else that hates this high line and loves the way that they play but just needs a bit more balance, then why wouldn't Hansi Flick change it slightly?
Ego and stubbornness and the way, oh, this is the way we're going to play. It's like I have a big TV show coming up in a couple hours. I'm going to cut my tongue off before I start the show. That's how they play.
Yeah, I mean, like again, I said we say that.
I'm going to cut half my tongue off so I can't pronounce any of the words I need to say.
Listen, for maybe the Barcelona fans. No. For the majority of the Barcelona fans, maybe they like it. That's reality.
Well,
At the end of the day, they have to accept it. They're not in the Champions League.
One viewer that didn't like it as much.
But the one thing, they won't like going out in the Champions League again.
No, they won't. And again, it's very similar fashion to like they went out to Inter last season. And this is what we said would be the Achilles heel for them.
We have our first poll of the night. Let's have a look at what it is. Does Barcelona need to move on from Hansi Flick?
They haven't had enough.
53% say yes, 47% say no. Which one would you vote, Grell?
For me, he's one of the best managers in the world. He's done a fantastic job. You can't take away that he won La Liga, okay? But also, as a best manager, you have to be able to make changes and make adjustments, and you have to be able to put your team in the best moment, the best opportunity to win the game. Right now, he doesn't do that. If he says he's going to do the same thing, then sack him. If he says he's going to look at it and change, then keep him.
But I think again, if you watch both of these games, you would say that Barcelona were the better team. Just Atletico had a bit more street smarts about them.
Barcelona, the best team in the world, can be the best team in the world. And we come in here every week and we say about the same story. And then we're not crazy, though, because then they show us the same goals that they concede and the same records that they concede. So, yeah, we come on and we sound redundant, but actually they just keep on doing the same thing every week. And I said at the beginning of the season, this Barcelona side, doesn't matter who plays for them. Lamine Yamal, for me, is the best player in the world. It doesn't matter how good he is. He's floating by guys, how many goals they score. They're never going to win a competition like the Champions League under Hansi Flick. Nigel says it's the most entertaining football. I agree. It is the most. I love to watch Barcelona because it's entertaining. But if I'm a Barca fan, It's circus football. Hansi Flick now implements circus football, so that, of course, it's fun. The circus is fun when you're a little kid and you eat the popcorn and you watch the circus. It's fun. That's what Barcelona, the football is when they don't have the ball. It's just a circus. And they're never going to win competitions playing that way. So that's the frustration I think that Barcelona fans will have, that we have, because if they play properly, then they have a chance. So, and maybe it works in La Liga. Maybe in La Liga, yeah, you're going to run away with La Liga.
It's not like they don't have success, right? Barcelona still obviously have won La Liga last season. They won it, you know, they're on track to win it as well this season.
La Liga, for sure.
Yeah.
You can play circus football in La Liga, for sure. Not in Champions League. Not in Champions League, you can't play that way. No way.
It's true. It's a style over substance thing. And I think for Barcelona fans, they're probably, most of them are happy because of the entertaining football they're seeing. But it's not going to bear any fruit in the Champions League format. If we know we're playing Barcelona, we know exactly how to set up. They're the easiest team to set up to play against, because there is no plan B. There is no other plan to jump to when things ain't going right. And that high back line, we've talked about it so many times, and it keeps on getting exposed from the same mistakes again and again. You cannot be in the Champions League and get 2 red cards, a red card in both legs, home and away, for simple bread and butter, we say, mistakes.
But the thing that is actually quite funny now, because it is obviously on Hansi Flick, but the players a couple of weeks back were saying that they had a meeting and they're changing the style and they're going to drop off. Okay, so who's to blame tonight? The players or the manager? Because you know what the players were doing now, weren't they? I was just following orders from the manager.
Yeah,
but a couple of weeks ago when they got through, we've had a meeting, we're going to back off now, we're going to deal with the game as it presents itself.
But Troy, by the way, when you do that, have you ever been in a team where you've said, OK, enough of this, let's just go and do our own thing behind closed doors, and you're kind of organising things in the dressing room?
Of course, but you do it on the pitch, don't you? In terms of, like, I don't know, a manager might say, we're going to cross it deep from the right-hand side, but like, actually, no, do it further up the pitch, because, yeah, he's asked us to do that, but we've seen something on the pitch and we want to change that. I've never really been in a situation where you play with such a crazy high line that the defenders are going, can we have a leadership meeting to discuss how this is going to affect us? And I think it's very unique to teams that play this crazy high line. But I think also when you're Barcelona now and you've come out as players and said that we've taken it on our shoulders to change it, well, then the question has to be, why do both of you keep getting caught in the same situation? Why have we had 2 red cards in 2 games, in our biggest games? Why is that?
Well, I mean, we spoke about it last time. We know that if you want to play a high line, it's not a bad thing as long as you're all in sync. Grella pointed out when we were watching the game, if you're going to play that high line, you have to press and press so well higher up the pitch and the grass. As soon as that press is broken, as soon as one person is beat within that press, you're in trouble. Because then your centre-backs can't just be standing there like this. They already got to be running back that way. The modern game of football has players with pace and athleticism in the top end of the pitch that they're willing to run in behind. And when you're so high, you've got such a big gap to run into to cause problems. And that's what's happened to Barcelona every single time. They don't press well enough to lock the play in to be able to play that high line.
I played in the Red Bull system, right, at New York Red Bulls, but obviously they follow the parent clubs. And so Leipzig is known for high pressure because they want to match the marketing brand of what Red Bull is. So they want to press the football. So I've been in that situation where I have to go where I don't want to go. But I have to go, and then the left back has to come cover me, and then all of a sudden we're all shifted over. We worked on for years a way that we could have a trigger, that we could have different times to go so that we just don't go every time. Because if you go every time, it's easy to play against you. You play one shallow pass, right? And then all of a sudden, you know we're coming, we all come, boom. You play another shallow pass, boom, ball goes long behind us, and we're all scrambling. And it happens a million times. So the best teams in the world press. Liverpool presses, Bayern presses, Man City presses, Atletico Madrid press tonight as well. There's a way to do it. There's a balance to how to do it. You can't just press every time. Barcelona just wants to press every single time. Every time they lose the ball, boom, they come flying out. You beat the first 2 guys, and then you're free.
This is a perfect example of it, though, isn't it? This is the goal. But look,
watch how easy this is.
Look how late they are to the press as well. And then
the distances,
round the corner,
gaps, there you go.
And now at this point, you're dead, because one person's already got sprinting forward. You've got to turn and try and catch them. It's difficult. And again, whether you're one of the quickest players that's ever played or not, if I'm running and I've got a head start, over that short distance, it's very rare that you're going to get back to catch me. So I just think the goal that we're seeing there, it goes from centre-back to right-back. It's slow, like you say, they're waiting. But because the Barca players now don't know, should I jump, should I not jump, there's not enough pressure on the ball, they're all doing a little bit of nothing. And the centre-backs get it really nice and easy, play into the middle of the pitch, one goes forward, spins around the corner. It's a very basic drill that we would do once a week in a passing drill. Once a week.
Do you think, by the way, that Hansi Flick will walk away from this game and think, I wish I'd changed something for tonight? Or is he just thinking more of the same and that's just the way that football goes sometimes?
He will not change anything. He's a manager that believes... You don't think he'll have any regrets? I don't think so, no. I mean, he didn't have any regrets last year's campaign in the Champions League.
His regrets would be more that they should have scored more, right?
Probably
As opposed
so, yeah.
to what can we do defensively.
That is his football philosophy. That is his belief how the game should be played.
But it wasn't at Bayern Munich, right? When Bayern Munich won the Champions League, it was a much different style. It wasn't this crazy high line that we saw. It was a lot more balanced. It
was a lot more balanced because of the players at Bayern Munich. But then also when you talk about Barcelona, Barcelona has a different foundation in how they want to see Barcelona play as a team.